cry of assurance. Luke 23, verses 42 and 43. Then he said to Jesus, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Jesus said to him, surely I say to you today, you will be with me in paradise. If we were the ones in charge of the crucifixion, we probably would have put the two thieves next to each other and Jesus off to the side. But the Roman soldiers assigned this horrific task had no idea why they arranged the crosses as they did, but they were about to fulfill an Old Testament prophecy. Isaiah 53 and 12. He was numbered with the transgressors. God decreed that he who was most holy should die with those who were most ungodly. Jesus not only died among criminals, but he was numbered as one of them. God had his reason for decreeing that Jesus should graciously hang between two thugs. He wanted to demonstrate the depths of shame to which his son was willing to descend. At his birth, he was surrounded by beasts, and now at his death, with hardcore criminals, bad to the bone. Scripture doesn't tell us which of the two were the greater sinner, but either one of them could have been on Jerusalem's most wanted poster. Their rap sheet showed that they were both career criminals. But honesty requires us to admit that at times we all have been unfaithful, unkind, unloving, and unforgiving. The Bible makes this truly clear in Romans 3 and 23. All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. The entire world stands in guilty silence before God. Guilty, guilty, guilty. And so it was with the two criminals who was hanging on either side of Jesus that day. Prior to the verdict that had been handed down to Jesus, he had stood before the court of Pilate and Herod. Both of these men confessed they could find nothing wrong with Jesus and the things he preached. While Pilate was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife said to him, saying, have nothing to do with this just man, for I have suffered many things in a dream because of him. Matthew 27 and 19. Standing in court, Pilate asked him, are you the king of the Jews? Jesus said to him, it is as you say. Even while being accused by the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing, and prophecy was fulfilled. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, and yet he opened not his mouth. Isaiah 53 and 7. Then Jesus was paraded through the streets of Jerusalem, and another bad to the bone criminal was released, Barabbas. As soon as Jesus was nailed to the cross, a cry of pardon was heard by those who crucified him. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Luke 23 and 34. One thief was hardened to the last. He blasphemed Jesus, saying, if you're the Christ, save yourself and us. The other thief rebuked him, saying, do you not even fear God, and we justly receive the due reward of our deeds? But this man has done nothing wrong. This thief heard Jesus pray. He could not forget those words, for only a man who knew God could pray to the Father for forgiveness for others. The prayer pierced his conscience. Then there was the inadvertent testimony of the crowd. He saved others, but he can't save himself. Matthew 27 and 42. The words were shouted in defiance and ridicule. But the thief wondered, what could they mean? He saved others. And he began to realize that he might be in the presence of a Savior. So he pleaded, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Jesus said to him, surely I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. This thief heard the cry of assurance. He saw how Jesus reacted to the angry mob with mercy, grace, compassion, and forgiveness. God had birthed faith in this man's heart. This thief believed before the darkness settled on the land. He believed before the earthquake and before the veil of the temple was torn in two. He believed without evidence of a resurrection and ascension. He believed without seeing Jesus walk on water, feed the multitude, or even turn water into wine. He believed not seeing one miracle of healing. Improbable as it was, he believed. What a day for this thief. In the morning, he was justly crucified on the cross. By late evening, he was justly welcomed into paradise by Jesus. You heard a cry of pardon. You heard a cry of assurance. What will it take for you to believe?